Alright guys, the day is finally here. After 2 years of waiting to drive this car, I finally have in my possession 2019 Civic Type R. I literally cannot wait to drive this car. It's going to be awesome. Alright, so we're going to do a quick walk around of the vehicle and then we're going to take it for a rip. This super aggressive looking Civic Type R is finished in crystal black pearl. Features a 2-liter turbocharged engine and a 6-speed manual transmission as its only option. It has a giant rear spoiler that looks like it came off a Subaru STI. It has a carbon look body kit, huge 20-inch wheels, and massive Brembo brakes. The Type R is all about performance. You won't find options like leather heated seats or a moonroof in this bad boy. The Civic Type R is the fastest front-wheel drive car ever made. It goes 0 to 60 in 4.9 seconds. That's comparable to what the Acura NSX did back in 1998. The front end is very aggressive looking. It has a huge lower grille for the intercooler, fog lights, cooling vents for the brakes, and a hood scoop. It's got the carbon fiber and red contrast stitching with nice suede inserts here. Got your window controls and your power mirror switch and your power door locks. Got your important traction control off button. You got your contrast red and carbon throughout the vehicle here. Got a nice large infotainment system with nice easy to read buttons. You got the Type R embroidered into the seat backs, and you got the nice pass-throughs for the racing harnesses. The seats are super comfortable and supportive. See, this one stickers at $36,620, which is a steal for this kind of performance. And the back seats, they're pretty just black back here. Not a little bit of contrast in here, but not quite as flashy as the front seats. Cup holders back here as well. You can only fit 2 passengers in the back. Pretty massive trunk. You know, it is a hatchback, so it has quite a bit of room back here. We've got the fancy red floor mats. No spare tire in this guy. Just the air compressor. Got that gargantuan spoiler. You got the carbon rear diffuser and the 3 exhaust tips. Got these nice side vents to cool the brakes. Got the nice metal shift knob. I don't know how to open this. Oh, that just slides back and forth. And the cubby in there and 2 more cup holders. Alright guys, we're ready to fire it up and take it for a spin. Honda's always had the smoothest clutch and shifting actuation, so I'm really excited to see how this one goes. Alright, let's see. We'll turn the traction control off. Ooh, we'll put it in R mode. See what that does. Like I said before, the seats are super supportive. Very nice bolstering. Clutch pedal travel is really short. The brake pedal feels really firm with these giant Brembo brakes. Turning radius is nice and sharp. It's got a nice flat bottom steering wheel. I can hear all the rocks getting kicked up from the tires. They must be really sticky. gear shift indicator. I like that. It tells you what gear you're in. My M4 also has that feature. Alright, we're going to pull out here and see what she can do. Stiff. Very stiff suspension. Oh, she revs so quick. Holy cow. Not even getting on it. I can just feel all the torque. Wow. The brakes have zero travel. Like I literally barely had to touch the pedal and we're stopped. Oh, it's got rev matching too, like by the M4. That's pretty sweet. Oh man. Thing has a ton of torque for a Civic. I'm not used to that. The instrument cluster is super clear and precise. It's got a really nice tachometer, digital tach, and digital speedo readout. I'm going to do a POV drive here shortly, but I figured we'll film it like this first, see what happens. Man, I cannot believe how fast this thing revs up. You touch the gas, you're 3,000 RPMs instantly. Like the Civics I used to drive, I can tell you that. I remember when my Civic had 120 horsepower and I was super excited about that. Oh, that rev matching is awesome. Man, the torque in this thing is nice. Seating position super comfortable, the steering wheel feels good. Side bolsters of these seats are awesome, and the material is nice and grippy. I love this red seatbelt as well. It's an awesome touch. Well, it's got a little boost gauge. I just noticed that. Looks pretty sweet. Let's get a little sunny in my house here. A really, really nice car inside. Honda has come a long way with their interiors. Wow, this thing just hugs and turns. Alright, I'm going to strap this camera to my head and do a little POV drive. Stay tuned. That's pretty sweet how every gauge lights up like that. Nice digital stuff. We're going to go ahead and put it in R mode. You can see it changes the tachometer. Shows you the car, the display, and the boost gauge. Sport mode. Comfort. And that's it. So we'll put it back into R mode. Turn the traction control off. See what happens. Oop, forgot to turn the e-brake off, but I guess it turns off by itself. Now we're not going to go too crazy on the road test because this is a brand new car and these cars are still selling for a decent amount of money, but we'll get on it a little bit. This road's pretty twisty on this hill. So we should be able to rip it a little bit. See how fast this thing revs up? It's crazy. Let's see here. Wow. Whew. Buddy, this thing rips. I am impressed with this performance, this little 4-cylinder. got some grip. Unbelievable. We weren't even pushing this thing. Whew. Now I see why it does so well on the Nürburgring. Plenty of torque and a lot of grip and great brakes. Let's see what the map looks like. See what the boost gauge looks like. Oh, look at that. Oh, it's got a shift light. Oh, you got your G meter. Alright, now we have the car on the rack. We're going to take a look at the engine and also the undercarriage. Here's a look at the 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder Earthdreams engine. Puts out 306 horsepower and 296 foot-pounds of torque. In a 3,100-pound car, that is plenty of power. It has a sharp-looking engine cover and a snorkel for the airbox. There are no options available on the Civic Type R, so they all have the same sticker price of $35,700 plus the destination charge. The Type R has an average MPG of 25 miles per gallon, but can get up to 28 on the highway. Here's a close-up look at the Civic at eye level. You can see the beautifully sculpted rear fascia with the carbon look body kit. The massive 20 by 8.5 inch wheels. Carbon look side skirts. Just a massive 4-piston Brembo front calipers with 13.8 inch rotors and the 245/30/20 maximum performance summer tires. As we make our way around the front of the car, you can see the carbon look lower spoiler, the large vents for the front brakes, the fog lights, huge opening for the front mount intercooler, nice Civic Type R badge, now we're going to raise it all the way up and check out the undercarriage. The quirky 3 exhaust tips actually serve a purpose. The 2 outer mufflers are straight through and the middle is a resonator to keep the car quiet at highway speeds. Here's a look at the rear suspension and brake setup and the actuators for the adaptive suspension. The lower control arms are stamped steel in the rear. As we make our way forward, you can see the pretty big diameter of the exhaust. Goes into two resonators up here, and the shields for aerodynamics in the front. Here we can see the lower control arms are aluminum, as well as the knuckles for weight and rigidity, and a look at the massive 4-piston Brembo calipers. And the outer tie rod ends. Everything's pretty much shielded underneath, so there's nothing really to look at. Here's a look at the tread pattern of the Max Performance summer tires. And here's a quick cold start. The Civic Type R comes equipped with a slew of safety features and receives a 5-star crash test rating. It is less expensive than its direct competitors and also gets better fuel economy. If I were in the market for a sport compact car, this one would definitely be on the top of my list. And let's not forget about Honda's great build quality and fit and finish, and also its legendary reliability. It also has great resale value. So that's it for the look at this 2019 Honda Civic Type R. I want to give a big thank you to Moon Township Honda for letting me drive this awesome machine. Make sure you check them out at moonhonda.com for all your Honda needs. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching my channel, and please subscribe if you haven't already.